have some in my hair so it's not so poofy. Hey guys. Hey y'all. How are you guys doing? I'm gonna try to brush my hair real quick. I'm getting ready. To this side. I need some mousse, but I don't have any right now. I need to get some. Hey y'all, hey Kim, hey Walking Into Her. Y'all go subscribe to Walking Into Her's YouTube, you guys. She's on my community tab, so if you need the direct link, it's there. Her channel is awesome. You will love it. Hey Katina, welcome in. Welcome, welcome everybody. How is everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? What's today? Yeah, happy Wednesday. Hey everybody. Hello. Pour my soda water. Yeah, like the live. It's 200 people in here. Let's get it. Hit it like you like free, girl, because it's free. Don't cost you nothing. We can get some good views up in here. Hey, lovely aces. Hey, Natural Born Goddess. Hey, Katrina. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Samantha. Hey, everybody. Hold on one second. One of the kids are texting me. Okay, hopefully you guys can still hear me. Hey, Miss Lynn. Hey, Toys World. Hey, everybody that's here. Hit a like for your girl because it's free. Don't cost you nothing. Hey, Life with a Bunch of Frasers. Hello. How are y'all? Hey, V. Hey, Sincerely BW. Alicia. Everybody that's coming in, hello. How are y'all? Happy Wednesday. I keep losing track of the days. Hit a like for your girl. It's 300 people, 66 likes. Not enough for your girl, not enough. It's going good. How are you guys doing? You guys doing great? The like button is not optional in this chat. It's never optional. You're in the wrong live stream. I'm sorry. Do you ring the doorbell before you walk into people's houses, or do you just walk in? Okay, so it's not optional. Hey, Mrs. Cheek, how have you been? Yeah. I'm hollering. Right, ring the bell. Ring the bell. Don't just walk up in here. Okay, have some decorum before you come in here. Just got off? Yes. So is more shit going on with that girl still? No. This is not about her. Hey, author M. Royce. Hey, Lakaya. Hey, sis. Yeah, I just, I felt like I wanted to talk. And I wanted to clarify a few things. That's it. That's all really this live stream is going to be. That's the main topic of this live stream. You know how we do. We end up talking about a lot of different things usually. But that's the main topic of this live stream. That's why I went live, because it's just like, I'm going to be speaking some real facts. Because people just, the older I get, the more evil I see this world. And I just am so sick of it. I'm just so tired of it. It's like, you know, annoying. Okay. But yeah. It's all good. You could talk and we going to support you either way. Thanks, Life with Doll. Thank y'all. That's what I like to hear, girl. That's what I like to hear. Okay? That's what I like to hear. Right, hit the like button. Elise, oh, Aisha, hey girl. Hey boo, look beautiful despite the BS. Thank you. I'm sick and annoyed with this world too. Listen, I'm over it. Over it. Yeah, let's see how many likes we got now. We got 309 people in here. That's a good number. 112 likes. 200 of y'all are dragging your fades. Hey, Shanita. I don't know. Who's not messing with me? It's always somebody messing with you. We're all saying. Motivation with Lisa. Girl, when you reach my age, trust it gets better. Hang in there, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you. How old are you? How much longer I gotta be in the trenches? Cause this shit is tough. It's like love from Oakland. Hey, Burgundy Butterflies. Oakland in the house. Nice to see you guys. I'm glad all of you guys are here. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Hello. Hey, Violet. Truth be told, I do have to work today, so I need to hurry up and get this done because I do have somewhere to be. But I wanted to get this live done with you guys. So, cooking videos. Yes, Burgundy, I have some coming for you, okay? I promise I have some cooking videos coming. Got Shop With Me's coming, all that good stuff. I'm going to do it. I'm getting it done. Marilyn in the house. Let's see, what else did I miss? I think I'm caught up. I think I'm good. All right, let's see how many likes we got. 134 likes. Okay. So, this live stream is, just so we don't have to wait too much longer. It's already been 8 minutes. I forgot to turn that TV off. But, you know, I just... Okay, Lisa. See, I love to be, I can't wait till I'm older. I mean, I could wait, you know, I'm enjoying my youth, but when you're older, you just have a different view on life. And I just can't wait to get there because, you know, that level of unbotheredness, it definitely comes with maturity and age and just trials and tribulations. So anyway, hey, K-Squad, sis. The audio's cracking. Is the audio messing up for any of you guys before I get to talking? Before I get to running my mouth? Is the audio or video messing up for anybody else? It is? Okay, hold on. Let me know if it's better now. Is it better now? You guys, let me know. Better? Okay, I turned my Wi-Fi off and my Bluetooth. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like those mess with it. Okay. Good. We're good to go then. We're good to go. Okay. So, a couple of things. I'm going off of just memory here, but a couple of things that I wanted to come and address or talk about tonight was, number one, I put out a video, was it yesterday? I put out that video yesterday and I did a sit down. So if you haven't seen it, go back and watch that video. I feel like it was a pretty overall positive video. Real life, but positive video. And obviously, there are going to be, you know, opinions about everything. Everything, because I can't win for lose on this app, which is why I have a love-hate relationship with this app. But you got to just keep pushing. You got to push through it. And so I'm going to keep doing that. I have a video that's uploading now. I'm going to drop it after I get off this live stream. But so stick around or have your post notices on so that you guys can get a notification for that as well. But my thing is this. In that live stream, I specifically discussed Christmas and like the kids and, you know, just generally how I've been feeling this year. And YouTube is the only app I've noticed online that is behind the times, that still have these old ass bitches on here who really just feel like they get to just determine life. Like it's 2023. We're going into 2024. Okay. I'm going to need you to get with the times. Not everybody has that same mentality anymore. People are growing and evolving, and it's just times have changed. That's just really what it is. But my biggest thing was, you know, I haven't felt in the holiday spirit. You guys know fall, winter holidays are my favorite. Those of you who have been following me for a while, I'm big on Halloween, big on Thanksgiving, big on Christmas. Hell, even Valentine's Day for the kids, I'm big on all that stuff. Like, that's just how I've always been. I just love those holidays. This year for me, personally, not based off of the internet, social media, the kids, anybody, just based off of how I personally feel, because I am a human and I do have feelings. I ain't been feeling holidays this year. And I know I'm not the only one. I know bitches try to make you believe that you're singled out and you're the only one. You're this odd person, this oddball. But really, it's not like that. I just generally have not been in the spirit to celebrate these holidays that everybody says we should be excited to celebrate. And I don't know if that's just my mind maturing or transitioning or whatever it may be, but I'm not into it, right? It just is what it is. It's not what it's not. But and I think I said this in my Halloween video, where it wasn't a Halloween video, it was a day in the life, but we did do trick-or-treating in that video, and I was like, I didn't really even want to go trick-or-treating this year, like, because the kids had 50 parties and 27 trunk-or-treats, and by the time Halloween came, I was like, do we really need more candy and sweets? Like, do we really? But we still went, you know, and I did that to provide them with the experience. But me personally, like, I obviously, if it was up to me, solely enough, I didn't let the kids choose, then I'd have been like, let's just stay home and watch a Halloween movie and eat some popcorn. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have picked, you know. But the kids really wanted to go, so we went, okay? And so when in that video, I feel like some of my words got taken out of context, which tends to happen with the internet. People purposely do that. Just so they have some shit to talk. And it has nothing to do with the fact that it's nothing. Listen, the title of the video is I Can't Afford Christmas. And let's be fucking for real. Who can? You know what I'm saying? It was a relatable title, and that's why I titled that video that way. But nowhere in that video did I say the kids weren't getting Christmas gifts. Did I say that I wasn't going to do Christmas at all or whatever? I just said I don't want to do, and I'm not in the spirit to do Christmas. And that's just, I mean, do you want me to be fake on this app, or do y'all want me to be fucking for real? Like, you want to be like, oh yeah, it's the holiday season and everybody, when motherfuckers is really dead ass dreading the holidays? Or am I an alien? Like, am I the only one who feels this way? Because if so, let me know, for real. Be fucking for real with me. Let me know. Like, is it just me? Because I thought we lived in the real world. Like, or do I have to put on a show and pretend that I'm excited about some shit that I'm not excited about, just so I can please bitches on the internet? Like, that shit drives me insane. I can't stand when people try to censor my content. I'm not on here enough anymore for people to think they have a say. Fuck you. You don't have a say. You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to, fuck you. You're no better. You know what I'm saying? Like, and another thing is, my kids are getting older. My oldest is 15. My youngest is 4. I don't have any little toddlers or anything like that anymore. I guess 4 you can consider a toddler, but he's a big boy. He'll be in preschool next year. So, no, I'm sorry. Kindergarten next year. He'll be in kindergarten full time. So, you know, my babies are getting older. You got to work for this shit. You know what I'm saying? It'll be the same bitches that'll say, oh, your kids are knocking at your door all the time. If I would have told my kids not to knock at my door, they would have went and sat down somewhere. Probably because you beat the fuck out of them. I don't beat my kids. I don't beat my kids into submission. I'm sorry, I don't do that over here. Okay, I reserve the right to whip some ass if I feel necessary, but I don't beat my kids. I don't whip my kids. I take things away from them. So yes, I rip cords out of computers. Yes, I take away phones that I fucking paid for. And yes, I will take away iPads and all that other shit that I pay for every month, or I paid for to get, or if I pay for the service on them, I'm going to take those away. Okay, everything in this house I own. So if I paid for it and you're not listening to me, I'll take it away. My kids, somebody had a problem with my kids knocking on the door. The reason I could have edited that out. Y'all didn't have to know that. I could have edited it out. So it could have seemed like the house was quiet and wasn't nothing stirring in this bitch at all. The reason why I left those in there was because I wanted you guys to understand what I go through when I do edit. Also, my door, I have an open door policy. The only time my kids know, like the only time my door is closed is when I'm doing a video or I'm trying to sleep. You know, or I really just need some privacy or some downtime, then I will lock my door. But even if my door is closed, it's usually unlocked. My kids are used to being able to have access to me. I know you hoes don't understand that. Some of you hoes don't understand that because a lot of people on this app don't do that. I guess, you know, keeping their kids in a cage or some shit is the wave these days. I've never done that since my kids were babies. They always have had access to me. The only time I ever lock my door is when I need extreme privacy, or, you know, I'm getting dressed or I'm asleep and I'm like, I just don't want to be bothered right now. I will lock my door in certain situations, or when I'm doing a live stream like right now, or if I'm doing a video and I have to get through it. There's nothing wrong with secluding yourself and separating yourself from the kids so that you can get stuff done. Otherwise, if I left the door open, the kids would be right here, you know, jumping in the camera and having a good time and stuff like that, but I would never be able to get my point across. If I'm talking about things that have nothing to do with the kids do not need to be involved. If it's not a video involving the kids do not need to be involved. And that is why I lock my door. And yes, they knock on the door because they want to have access to me, because I don't ever restrict their access to me because I'm not that type of mother. Never have I been that type of mother. And you guys, I've been on this app for what, 12 years or some shit like that. Have you ever seen me reduce the access that my kids get to me? No, never. You know what I'm saying? I would rather lock the door and be like, I have to do this right now and you're going to have to stay out there than to do that. And I'm not going to beat the fuck out my kids to do that either. Okay. If I got to deal with them, like, listen, you didn't listen while I was on a live stream, so X, Y, and Z is going to be your punishment or whatever, then that's what I have to deal with. That's got nothing to do with y'all though. You see what I'm saying? Like, people take a 15 to 20 minute video and try to dissect that shit and think they know what the fuck they're talking about. And that's not the case, because see, my memory runs deep. I remember the early days. Like, let's just take this back, okay? I want everybody to understand that every bitch on this planet, not on this planet, sorry, on this channel, the planet was a little out there. Every bitch on this channel, I mean on this platform, I should say, every bitch on this platform that has a platform, that has a following, is because of me, okay? So let's just be clear. All right. Now, I'm not mad at that. Okay. You got to eat too. Everybody needs their money. Everybody got to eat. You got to do what you got to do. But let's call a spade a spade. I don't sit on here and be hateful towards any fucking body. Okay. I mind my own fucking business. But for some reason, people love to come and try to dictate what the fuck I got going on over here. If I don't, I'm getting a phone call. Let me know if y'all hear me. But if I don't show my house, people are like, "Ooh, was her house empty? I only see a corner. I only see this. I only see that." Because bitch, that's all I've allowed you to see. Now, when people was now see, if I get on here and I talk about how people was talking about your house and shit, then I'd be the bad guy. Don't do that to me. You know what I'm saying? I've never sat on here and done that shit to no fucking body about where they live, how they live in, none of that shit. I don't do that shit to people. But people sit on some type of throne that they've created for themselves and try to look down on me, and I don't appreciate that. I don't bother nobody. I mind my own fucking business. I'm a real ass bitch. You want to sit up here and pretend like your kids just listen because you said, "Please, Billy." I said, no, you beat the fuck out of them. And unfortunately, I don't beat my kids. The fuck? I don't beat my children. So if that's the case, it's fine. Maybe my kids is bad as fuck. Maybe that's why they keep coming to the door, and I tell them, don't come to the door because I'm doing something right now and I'm busy. But they think that whatever their request is so important. They want to just tell me anyway. Maybe my kids are just outrageously bad. I don't know. You tell me, since y'all know so fucking much. But I just hate that shit. I hate that this is why I don't show my kids online. This is why I don't feel like being open with you guys, is because there's so many people who's always there ready to talk shit. Bitch, fuck you. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? When I was on my trip, my kids did call me. Did they blow my phone up? No, but they called me. And I want them to call me because why? They have access to me. I don't give a fuck what nigga I'm with. If my baby want to call me, hold up, nigga. My baby's calling. What the fuck? What problem is what? What's the problem? What's the problem? You want to show me what do you want to show me your drawing? What you want? What do you need? Okay? Yes, sometimes kids do too much. That's what kids fucking do. That's what kids do. They do too much. Okay? They don't have the perception of time or space or any of that type of stuff. Kids don't know that stuff. They learn that as they get older. So what are you trying to say? Because what are you trying to say? And because I said I'm not in the spirit to do Christmas, does not mean Christmas is not going to be had. But I'm going to tell you something, okay? Because all you fake ass, fugazi ass bitches, I don't got time to fake. I am not about to fake for you hoes. I am not going to fake for the internet. Some shit y'all just will never know. If you want to call that fake, let me be the fakest bitch ever. But I will not. The shit that I put out here, I'm not going to fake for y'all. Okay? When it comes to Christmas this year, these kids are going to work for it. And I'm not playing. I'm not playing. All the grades are going to pass my expectations. All of the behavior is going to pass my expectations. All of the chores will be done past my expectations. And if that is a fucking problem, let me tell y'all something. I am working 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. Plus, I'm a full-time single parent of 9 children. Plus, I'm doing YouTube. Okay? And this month is unlike all the other months because I'm really trying to gear up my content again. So I'm vlogging, editing, working a full 8-hour shift, dealing with the kids 24/7, plus, everything else I have going on. And you bitches think I'm about to sit up here and spoil kids for no fucking reason just because it's Christmas? Fucking Christmas. Fuck all that shit. You want Christmas? My son did a PowerPoint presentation of what he wanted for Christmas. Do you know that he asked me for a $400 hoodie? $200 cologne? These kids ain't Fisher Price kids no more. These kids ain't Dollar Tree, Dollar Store kids anymore. Those days are gone. Them days are over. Okay? So before you guys get on here, start telling somebody what they should and should not do, bitch, if I'm going to spend any amount of money on any kid in my household, them grades will be top tier. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying your grades will be top fucking tier. When I tell you to do something, you better get up like a no-limit soldier and handle that bitch right then and there. Spotless. I better be able to lick the countertops in this bitch. I'm not playing. Do you know how hard I have to work for $400 for one item? I don't mind doing it. I'm a hustler, honey. I don't give a fuck. I will work day and night for mine. I don't give a fuck. That's the difference between me and a lot of these bitches out here. I don't care. I don't care if I had to go work 14 jobs, plus YouTube, plus do this, plus do that, plus whatever to make shit shake for my kids. I will do that. But what you're not going to do is play in my face, because then you raise... Listen, I know I'm going on a tangent. Hold on. Let me take it back. My first priority is for my kids, for me to raise kids that are better than me. Okay? I don't think y'all understand. I don't knock myself down as a woman, as a mother, as anything. But I want my kids to be better than me. I want my kids to have more than I was able to provide them with or have when I was their age, whatever. And I'm not even saying I had a rough childhood, because I didn't, honey. Okay? But I want more for my kids. And in this world where TikTok and Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram and YouTube and everything is taking over kids' minds, there's a bitch on the internet who's against that. When you raised your kids, there was no TikTok. There probably was no fucking Instagram. So we're raising two different types of kids. So you can't compare your parenting experience to my current parenting experience when your kids is fucking grown. And when you raised your kids, there was no motherfucking TikTok. Was there even internet? I don't even fucking know. But you can't compare the fucking shit. You can't compare the shit. My first priority is to raise children that are able, that are grateful, that are well-rounded as much as I can. I'm raising boys and I'm a woman. That's already hard enough. I'm a one person raising 9 kids. The odds are stacked against me. So I'm doing the best that I can. Am I perfect? No. Am I promising you guys that all of my kids are going to be doctors and lawyers? I can't make those promises. But what I can say is that one thing I'm going to do is raise them to know the difference between right and wrong. I'm going to raise them to know the difference between being grateful and ungrateful, hard work, dedication, consistency. Those types of things are basic things that motherfuckers these days don't know for some fucking reason. And that's okay, because they're not supposed to know that, I guess. But my kids are going to know that, because one day I won't be here, long time from now, and they're going to be grown. And they're going to have to live in this crazy ass world alone. And I want my kids to be able to support themselves, be grateful for what they have, be able to be dedicated, be able to work for the things that they want, and be able to appreciate the things that they have. And if you raise kids to accept things that they have never worked for, even though they don't have any types of standards or anything that they have to abide by to earn those things, when you send your kids out into the real world, they fail. And when they fail, they get mad. When they get mad, they want to kill somebody. They want to shoot somebody. They want to rob somebody. They want to hurt somebody. They want to hurt themselves. They want to get it however, no any way possible, because they wasn't taught that shit ain't given to you, baby. You got to earn that shit. Now, I'm not asking my kids to grow up faster than they're supposed to, but at this age, you're gonna bring me A's and B's. Straight A's, but I'll accept a B. I'll be lenient for a C if it's a really difficult class or you just really need some leniency. But am I accepting D's and F's? Fuck no. When I say go take out that trash and make sure that trash is out every day on the day that it's supposed to be out, and make sure that room is clean, and make sure whatever, I say you better do it. And when my kids are like, oh, Mom, I did it. One day you're going to have your own house. You're going to have your own stuff to take care of. You're going to have to get up every day. You're going to have to go out there and get it. And listen, I'm not going to be here to tell you to do that, whether I'm in my own place somewhere, whether I'm on a vacation with a nigga. I don't give a fuck. One day these kids are going to be grown, and they're going to have all these things I'm teaching them now are going to come into play later. So I can be a bitch. I can be, oh, you're so mean. Christmas, you want to take Christmas away from, yes. If I don't go to work, I don't get paid. If I don't show up for you guys, I don't get paid. It's the same thing. You don't do your chores, you don't get paid. You don't show up in school, you don't get paid. You don't behave at home, you don't get paid. It's life, baby. It's the way that it is. You got to provide, you have to produce in order to get a reward. That's just the way that it is. I'm not raising my kids to think that they can just take, they can just get. Because then when they are adults, they're going to expect that from people who don't owe them a goddamn thing. So if you guys want to talk about me and say I'm a bad mother, if you want to say that, I'm mean, or, oh my God, you can't afford, baby, I don't need to go work this job that I'm working, this seasonal position. I told y'all that because I wanted to let everybody know, look, not everybody out here is a content creator. Not everybody has a platform. Not everybody can make money that I'm making. Not everybody can do that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all don't have 9 kids, and it's still hard for y'all. So equally as hard for me. So when I say things like, I'm going to get a seasonal position because I want to stack my bread, not only for these kids, but for myself or for whatever else I decide, that doesn't mean that I'm saying that, it doesn't mean that I'm saying that you guys have to do that. I lost my train of thought, but y'all get what I'm trying to say, right? Like, it doesn't mean that I'm trying to, prove to y'all something that is not true or something like that. Like, I am literally out here hustling. And it's because I need to. Now, if I was actually producing content like I was supposed to for this entire year, I'd probably be better off in December than I am. The reason why I share that with you guys is because there's somebody who agrees, who understands, who's going through what I'm going through. And that's why I continue to say the things that I'm saying. The fact that people are sitting up here trying to act like their shit is perfect is blowing me. Okay? And another thing is I'm a really good-hearted person, okay? Okay, I'm a really good-hearted person. I don't give a fuck if you like me. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I don't give a fuck whatever. But my memory runs deep and I don't never forget, okay? A lot of these people on here who get on this platform and sit on some type of pedestal talking shit, cash, and I mean cash fucking shit. Those are the same bitches who came up off of my motherfucking name. Like, I just don't get that. Like, you have to understand, you came up because of me. When you were online crying, oh my God, I'm going to quit YouTube. Oh my God, this is horrible. When everybody was getting doxxed online, I'm sending everybody. When I found out who was doxing everybody a couple years ago, was it a couple years ago? A couple years ago, I sent even the reactors I don't fuck with. I don't like none of them bitches. Except for Kels. I fuck with her, but she don't be on here like that anymore. But, I don't, and the Erics, I like her too. But, a lot of the reactors I don't fuck with like that. I stay my way. Let them do their thing. I stay out the way. We're not cool. Like, it's no alliances or nothing like that. But when I found out and I got the information, name, first, middle, last, addresses, birth dates, all that information about who was doxing everybody a couple of years ago, me and all the reactors, I sent everybody the information. Even bitches I don't like. Bitches who I know don't like me. And I still sent them the information. That type of shit just really blows me, how people want to act like they're better than somebody. Girl, you ain't better than nobody. You are not better than any fucking body. It's crazy, because I want to be real. I'm talking to the people of this generation who understand what I'm talking about. People who who know. Now, I'm not talking to grannies who would never, you raised your kids in a whole nother time frame. Today is not back then. It's not even the same as 5 years ago, pre-COVID. It's not the same. So if you raised your kids pre-COVID and they were grown before COVID hit, why the fuck are you chiming in? We're not raising the same type of kids. My kids are not grown yet. My kids are growing up in an era that's very critical. There's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Everything is crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? And a motherfucking gift ain't gonna stop or prevent or provide anything. You know what I'm saying? I hate when my words get taken out of context, because one thing about me on this platform, I've been on here for so long, and you guys have never seen me miss a Christmas. Y'all have, matter of fact, and I hate that I do so much, and motherfuckers love to skip over that shit and just talk about the negative. But, it is what it is. People do what they do. That's their job. They're going to get paid to do what they do. So, whatever. I can always count on a bitch to be misinformed. But, I didn't do it this year, but my Christmas giveaway, CLK. For years, I did CLK. I'm not rich. I don't see no other bitch on this entire little subsect, whatever you want to call it. I don't see nobody else giving back to anybody. I don't see anybody else doing that. I don't see anybody else doing the things that I've done or have tried to do, the good that I've tried to do. And it's like, for people to sit up here and try to act like I'm too broke for Christmas. No, bitch, I'm too broke for life. Life is kicking my fucking ass. I said that shit in the video, and I said that shit because it's true. It's true. Life is kicking everybody's ass right now. It's kicking your ass. It's kicking everybody else's ass. So why the fuck are we sitting up here pretending like I'm the only one who's it's kicking my ass? Because I was the bravest bitch to stand out and say, it's kicking my ass. Parenting is tough. I'm raising TikTok era kids. Those of you on here who are raising TikTok era kids know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay? It's not easy. It's harder than any parenting generation has ever been. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I don't need to take a fucking vote. I already know it is. Because I'm living it. And I just know this ain't the era I grew up in. And I'm still young. I'm only 33. So you just imagine being 50-something and trying to compare you raising kids from your early 20s. That was fucking 30 years ago. It is not the same era. We cannot compare apples to oranges. Do not try to sit up here and do that with me. So yes, my kids knock on the door because I don't want to beat the fuck out my children. I said that in the video. I said, I just don't want to beat my kids. So instead, I take things away. I rip cords out of computers. So what? You got to do something. I just can't sit here and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And if they come to the door, I answer the door. I don't just be like, oh my God, these kids are at the door. Like, oh my God, they're so annoying. I answer the door and I remind them, I'm busy. What do you need? I'm doing something. And I'm not going to leave the door open because conversations like these, they don't need to be a part of. If I open the door, yeah, they would love to come in here and sit around and hang out and lounge on my bed and watch their tablets and stuff like that. My kids live in my room. Y'all don't understand. I know there's other parents like this because I know it can't just be my kids. My kids are always in my room. Always. The boys, I don't even know if they sleep in their own rooms. I move them to their beds when they fall asleep. They fall asleep in my bed damn near every fucking night. Every fucking night. My kids are, from the time they get home to the time they fall asleep, they're in my room with me. If I leave my room and go to the shower, they're at the shower door talking to me. And I'm talking from Cadence all the way down to the littlest one. I was using the bathroom the other day. Here comes Kingston. Well, Mom, can you hurry up? Because it's the video that I'm about to upload. I did his hair that morning. And I did his hair before school that morning. And I had to stop because I had to use the bathroom. I was like, I got to go potty. Like, just give me a second. I'm going to go potty. Girl, I'm sitting on the toilet. Here he come. Mom, are you done yet? It's been 20 seconds. I'm pissing. Like, what do you want from me? You know what I'm saying? And that's because I don't punch my kids in the head every time they come and talk to me. Like, I want my kids to feel okay to be able to speak to me and say what they want to say and all that other stuff. And I understand I'm one person and all these kids need love. So you want to come and lay with me? You come lay with me, you know. But when I need my space, I say I need my space too. And that's okay too. You gonna knock at the door. It's annoying. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, go sit down. I said sit down. All that other stuff. Yes, I get it. But that's just the way that it is in my house. You want to beat your kids and knock the fuck out of them and you want to do all this other stuff and scold them and all this other shit for needing shit or for wanting whatever, then that's fine. That's your house. But over here, that's not the way I do things. So I would appreciate if people just understand that there are different parenting styles. Like, I understand there are different parenting styles. That's why I don't judge people. Some people have an open door policy. They never lock their door. They always let their kids do whatever they want. They let them sleep with them all throughout the night as long as they want until they decide they want to get out their bed. And if they never do, they'll be sleeping with them when they're 15, 16 years old. That's fine. I don't judge whatever you want to do. That's on you. Some things I put my foot down about. Some things I'm more lenient about. Some things I'm working on. Some things like them coming to the door when I say I'm busy or like when I'm on the phone and I'm talking and they interrupt me. I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't I say I was on the phone? I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that either. But sometimes you have to train these kids. They don't just know. And I'm not going to slap the fuck out of them because they don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. That's just me. I would rather, yes, rip the cords out your motherfucking computer. Take your iPad or your phone and both or whatever and ground you for not listening because that's going to hurt kids of today. It's not going to hurt kids from 15 to 20 years ago. If you had a teenager 15 to 20 years ago and you're in this chat right now, tell me if that would have worked. Maybe it would have. But back then, you know, when I was younger, and ass whooping got me good. That got me right. Whoop my ass, I'm good. I'm understanding. I'm knowing. I'm good. I got it. I'm in trouble. I did wrong. Don't do that shit again. I beat my kids' ass now. If I whoop their ass, they're like, okay, cool. I got my ass whooped. I cried a few tears. I'm finna go back and do the same shit I just did. I don't know why they have that thought. I don't know why it's like that. I can't figure it out, but that's the way that it works. So I don't do that anymore because all it does is cause me, it hurts me more to spank a kid than it hurts the kid to get the spanking. I didn't hurt my back, my shoulder, and my elbow trying to whoop some ass. Okay, I'm chasing you around the house trying to get you in the first place. I'm not doing that. I'm beating these kids at their own game. Why bitches want to act like that's a problem? I have no idea. No, I don't have curtains. I don't have curtains. Does that mean anything? Does it mean that I would do I need curtains on my windows to show you that I got money? Like, what? Do I need is that a requirement for me to have curtains? You're not allowed to see my house. That's why I haven't showed you my house. You're not allowed to see. You're not allowed a tour. That's why I haven't given a tour. You see what happens when bitches get tours in my houses. That's why I don't do that anymore. So what's the problem? Where's the confusion? My room's not empty because I'm not showing it to you. You don't have the privilege of seeing it. Show me your room. Let me see what your house look like. Oh, you don't want to show me? Well, I can understand that. It's your private. That's your thing, right? Why the fuck do you think you're owed to see my shit? For what? I never said I wanted to show you shit or prove shit to you. The fuck? Last topic. Let me explain something to you guys. And I know a majority of us understand, but let me explain something. This topic on dating, it drives me nuts. I could write a book on that bitch. It drives me insane because I live in a world that is biased against black women. And then I have black women who are also biased against their own type of women. I can't stand this world, and I will be the first person to say it. You guys are all peons. Any bitch who gets on this platform or who has the audacity to speak down on another black woman, you're doing what your slave owner taught you to do. Your bloodline. They put us against each other from day one. That's what they taught you to do. They taught you to hate each other, and that's exactly what you're doing. To have this problem with me dating and it doesn't affect you really drives me nuts. Everybody has this issue because I will go on a weekend getaway or trip with the guy that I'm dating. I've been dating this guy for a while now. We do a lot of things you guys don't see. The kids and I also do things that you guys don't see. All right? And now that I have gotten to this point in my life and in this era that I'm in, I decided, I'm going to start incorporating the kids more and things like that. Because if YouTube doesn't see it, you're not doing it. It didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stupid as fuck. I have a life outside of y'all. I love you guys. But I do have a life outside of you guys, and I don't pick up the camera every time me and Cadence go and have a day, or me and Jumba go and have a day, or whatever. But you know what? Now that I know that if I don't show you guys I'm a bad mother, I guess I'll have to do that because I don't want to be called a bad mom. Like, it's stupid to me. But anyway, back to the original point. Yes, I go and I have weekends because I have to have a life too. I spend 98% of the time with my kids. I don't go anywhere. I'm here every day, usually, except for right now because I'm working another job. But most of the time, I'm here day in and day out. I don't have much of a social life, and I do things with the kids, or I'm just home with the kids. Okay? So if my boo calls me and says, hey, do you think you can get away for a weekend, for 2 days, 2 nights, 3 nights? Pick a weekend, let me know. I'll fly you out. You ain't got to pay for shit. Would I be the dumbest bitch in the world to say, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to. No, because I want me time too. Like, I love my kids every day. I'm kissing boo-boos. I'm hugging and kissing, and I'm doing schoolwork, and I'm doing basketball practices. Now Kaya's in basketball practice. I mean, basketball at her school. Kingston was, now his season's over. Now Kaya's doing it. After that, in the after Christmas and everything, in the spring is gonna be track. They're both doing track. I have a lot going on like right now at any given time. Okay, I'm always doing things with these kids back and forth. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter. I'm mom life. Full-time mom fucking life. Okay? And if I have an opportunity to get away sometimes, I absolutely take it. And I really hate how black women, and it's never white women, it's never women of another nationality or another culture. It's always black bitter bitches that are like, you shouldn't go. You didn't get to take your kids with you, so you shouldn't go. Bitch, I don't want to take them with me. The fuck? I'm here all the fucking time with the kids. I don't want to take them with me. The fuck? I want to go by myself. Like, what are you fucking talking about? Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear me. I just want to make sure before I start talking again. I'm not even reading the chat yet, y'all. My bad. Right? All right. So, like I was saying, okay, you can hear me. Good job. Thank you. But like I was saying, you guys, I'll read some of y'all comments in a minute. But like I was saying, hold on, my nose itches. I don't want y'all to be like, you sticking in her nose. But my basic thing is like, the point of it all is, if your man don't ever take you nowhere, just say that. If your man never flies you out anywhere, just say that. Like, why are you mad at me? Do you guys understand how much you guys have seen me date and marry multiple bums. Well, I didn't marry multiple, but you have seen me be with multiple bums. And finally, I got a good guy who's about some substance, who's genuine and is just genuinely a good guy. And now I'm starting to figure out, like, it's starting to finally click. Yes, I know I'm a little slow when it came to the dating thing in the relationship world. My priorities was fucked up. Should have been dating like this, but I can't go back in time. Okay? So, you know, yes, I understand. It's taken me till I was in my 30s to really figure out, oh, this is how relationships really supposed to go. This a dude is supposed to get, okay. Like, you know that, but you don't really know that. You know what I'm saying? And so I switched my thought process and started dating different people. And now I'm dating someone who I really like, who will be like, hey, if you want to go do da-da-da-da, that wants to show me this or that or whatever, or have a good weekend, that's fine. And I don't have to pay for that. And I'm not going to be like, give me your money. I'd rather just give me the money and I'll just stay home with the kids so I can. No, what the fuck? No. I make money enough for the kids and to buy the stuff that I want them to have if I want them to have it, if they've earned it. But I'm not about to be like, give me the money instead and I will stay home. And no, fuck no. Yes. Before you even get it out, yes, I want to go. I'll let you know when I can figure it out and work it out. But yes, I want to go. The fuck? Dude, who the fuck do you know? You know, and I guess people don't really see it like this because maybe my life is a little different than a majority of people, or maybe they try to pretend like their life was better in some way. But I had my daughter when I was 18 years old. Okay? I was a child when I had Cadence. I did not get to do anything. And I could have, I could have said, oh, I'm still going to travel. I'm still going to whatever. No, I didn't. I stayed. And if I went somewhere, she went with me. She went everywhere with me. I never left her with anyone. I never did that. When I had Kingston, same thing. I was a mom first. I didn't want to do anything. I guess I probably should have had a different mind frame. I should have been like, well, we could all go. We could, whatever. But I just didn't. I was like, I got to take care of these kids. My main goal was trying to survive and take care of my kids and provide for them. So my mind frame was a little different. So I never went out. I didn't have a social life. I didn't travel. I didn't do any of those things. And if I happened to go somewhere, I did take my kids, my 2 kids with me, but because I just didn't want to go anywhere. That was where I probably can count on one hand how many times I went somewhere. Before, you know, when I just had like 1 or 2 kids. I just never did. And so I spent my entire 18 until probably 30, and I didn't go anywhere. I just had kids and worked. Like that was what life was supposed to be, when there's so much more to life than kids and dick. You know what I'm saying? But I still loved it. Don't get me wrong, okay? But, you know, it's like, and then I was picking the wrong people to build with, to try to build with. So, you know, I have a lot of reasoning for why I didn't get to enjoy my 20s. So I'm taking, listen, and I say this all the time, and I know people like to act like it doesn't mean anything, but, you know, if COVID didn't teach you guys anything, life is very fragile. And I don't really know how long everybody's going to be on this planet. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. And I just want to be like, listen, I love my kids and I'm a mother, but I do have to have a life outside of them. And for a long time, I did guilt trip my own self. The people that pound on me like, you shouldn't go anywhere. I'm like, no. Like, those are the same people that I had the same mentality. I'm like, I shouldn't go anywhere. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm not going to leave the kids. I don't trust anybody to watch them. I don't have anybody to watch them. And, you know, this or that and the third. And it just was always a reason why I couldn't live. And I'm 33, and there's a lot of things I haven't done. Like, there's a lot of places I haven't been. It wasn't until I stood up for myself and I was like, I don't want to live in Colorado anymore, to where I was able to even move to another state. A lot of the stuff that you guys saw me do, I had the courage to do, but after I was like in my late 20s, you know what I'm saying? Like after that part of your life where you're supposed to explore and do all that other stuff, I was always afraid to leave, always afraid to do things. And I share my life with you guys. So if there's someone in their 20s who watches me, they can say, listen, you know, I want to go out and I want to do this now. Don't wait until you're 33 to start living. You know what I'm saying? Live your life now, especially if you don't have kids. But if you have kids still, you know, I'm not saying don't be a parent, don't be a mother. And I'm not saying don't take your kids with you if you can. I'm just saying have that time for you, because it's important. And I said this in my video, and like I said, people choose what to hone in on, and they choose what to ignore. And that shit really drives me nuts, because they try to play me like I'm a fucking fool. And I ain't never been. One thing Chrissy ain't never been is a dumbass bitch. I've been a dumbass bitch when it comes to men, but when it comes to like life and my kids, I've never been a dumbass bitch. Every move that I make is strategic. And if you guys don't see that, then you don't fuck with me for real. You know what I'm saying? You see what you want to see. I hustle. It may not always be what you guys want it to be. It may not always be picture perfect. My life is not that. I didn't get on here and say I'm Barbie and this is Barbie's world. I'm on here saying I'm Chrissy and this is how I got to do things. If I got to move, I got to move. If I've had to do that, that's because I needed to do that. Okay. And at the end of the day, I didn't do that for me. I did that for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Or if I had to, like right now, I'm picking up this extra job, working this shit. Do you think I want to do that? Do you honestly think I want to go work for somebody? It's making some good ass money, but do you think I want to do that? No. I'm spoiled. I've been a creator for 10 plus years. I've been able to stay at home and literally create my schedule, stay in bed, get up, and create my own day. I've never had to punch in. I've never had to punch out. I've never had somebody tell me when to take a lunch or a break or when my days off were. I have, but not in a while. You know what I'm saying? So, no, it's not comfortable. I'm doing this for my kids. So for when bitches get on here and they try to point fingers as if my priorities are fucked up because I like to date, or I am dating someone, that's a little unfair. Okay? I think that's a little drastic. Now, I hate talking about vacations and stuff, but I want 2024 to be a little different. Okay? But in order for 2024 to be different, I got to be different. I got to do things differently. And I can't divulge everything with you guys. Like, you just don't need to know everything. I'm going to tell you like I tell everybody else, my mom and everything else. You got to sit back and you have to watch and let it play out, baby. You have to watch, you have to let it play out. It's not going to be one of those situations where I can just tell you what I'm going to do or how things are going to be. You're just going to sit back and let it play out and just trust that I got this. And yeah, I'm a little unconventional and I still like to date and I still like to go and do whatever. It's just like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I hate my life. I don't hate my life. I don't hate myself. I love me. You know what I'm saying? And I love me enough to pour into me. And you guys, I've been in the trenches. I've dealt with bum ass niggas. I have supported men. I have been like I said, a no limit soldier. I have done all that. And now I'm in an era where I want to be spoiled. I want a man to show me what he can do for me. And no, I don't want you to come in and try to, no, I don't need nothing else. Just give me what I need. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, if he was around my kids or something like that, yeah, spoil them too. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no fucking free, this just me. You will spoil them too. But if you're calling me and you're saying, hey, come out for a weekend, I'll fly you out. You know what I'm saying? We'll go have some fun just for the weekend. I know you're a mom. I know you got your things going on. Hold on a second. I know you got your things going on. But, you know, just for the weekend, can you get away? I'm going to be like, I'm packing my bag as we speak. Before we get off the phone, I'm looking at what flight I can take out on what day. It's not a big deal, you guys. You guys are mad blowing. Some of y'all, not all of y'all. I feel like a majority of you guys understand, but I feel like there's some of us who just really just are mad. Maybe it's because I don't know. But I deserve it, bitch. So I'm going to take it. And if you mad, you just mad. Hold on. Okay, life is about balance. Us women do it daily. You doing a good job. Continue to do what you're doing. Thank you, Keita. I just, I really just wanted to get on here and speak on it because I really hate, I feel like I'm sweating. But I really hate the way Black women do each other. And I'm just saying that because, there's certain things that make me sick to my stomach. When people got on this app and we're talking about people's houses, mine included, and what they look like, and people were talking about how my house was empty. My house in Texas, my house was empty, and I had this big ass house and no furniture. People have been saying about me for years, but I don't give a fuck about that. And whatever, it's like I understand, like I don't understand, but I get it. Like it's me. But I felt really bad when reactors started getting thrown into it, even though some of them are bitches. I just felt really bad about it. But it's like, I guess I have a heart that this world doesn't deserve. Sometimes I feel like that. Like, y'all, some bitches are just evil. And it's just like, you could just tell they're evil. It's like, you're just a hateful ass bitch. Didn't nobody get on here and talk about yours? So why are you talking about mine? My house is my house. You the last bitch to be talking about somebody's house. Like, you are the last bitch I want to hear from to ever mention my house. Mention something else. You want to talk about something else? Talk about something else. But if you start talking about houses, we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem. A real don't do that. Don't do that. That's fucked up. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't appreciate the level of audacity some of these hoes have. Like, you got some motherfucking audacity. I'm not a hoarder. I do not have a cluttered, I've seen some shit from some of you hoes online. And the shit that I saw, I'm glad you stopped showing it. Because that shit was a hoarder, cluttered ass, did not match Goodwill mess. And I'm not one to talk about people's houses because I don't judge. I ain't one of those bitches to judge. Okay? But my memory never leaves. I remember some of you hoes. And some of you hoes have no fucking right to be talking about motherfucking curtains. Okay? Some of you hoes ain't got no right to be talking about curtains when a curtain is the only thing separating you from whatever the fuck you sitting in front of and behind. I don't know. Please, for the love of God, don't talk about curtains. Okay? Do not talk about furniture. I'd rather have none than to have that. All right? Let me tell you something. And I'm not that type of woman to get on here and down talk any fucking body, because I am not perfect. My house is not what I want it to be yet. I don't have a lot. I just have my little stuff that I have, and I came, that's all I got. Okay, I just all I got. But please, if you're going to point your finger, you better make sure that it can't come back at your ass, because nobody on this app is perfect. Nobody on this app can sit on here and talk their shit freely. My memory runs very deep. I don't forget a motherfucking thing. So make for sure that when you pop in your shit, you know exactly what you're talking about. Your shit's clean over there. When it comes to parenting, I don't want to compare apples to oranges. I said that shit the other day about something. I don't want to compare apples to oranges. You can't do that. I'm raising TikTok kids. I take shit away. That's what I do. It works for me. That's it. I don't want to talk about men in my life, because we start talking about men in your life. We don't want to start talking about men in your life. Wait a minute. My memory runs deep. Let's not forget, some men in our lives are not that great of men. I don't know. They've done some pretty bad shit to people. Now, I'm not sitting up here judging, because I fuck with some niggas with some criminal history too. But I'm just saying, don't you dare start getting out of line and start talking about some shit that you ain't got room to talk about. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go there with you. I stay over here. I mind my business. I don't bother you. I don't even watch the content that's come out of anybody's mouth. If it's negative, I don't partake in that shit, because I'm already not on here enough to give a fuck. And if I get on and start watching shit that's about me, that's negative, it's going to make me not want to be, it's going to make me want to say fuck everything. So I don't watch it. This is solely off of what I've heard. But based off of what I used to know, of what I've come just from years ago when I used to know, we don't want to start talking about that. My dating life is my dating life. My love life is my love life. My kids are my kids. What I do is what I do. And let's just keep that at what it is. Okay? Because we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there and start talking about furniture, clutter, men, houses. We don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. Because I can tell you for sure, there's some inconsistencies when it comes to pointing fingers. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't think you should want to do that. Okay? Those be the boldest bitches. The bitches who have skeletons in their own closet, those be the bitches that talk the most shit. And I literally am used to it, but I just what really grinds my gears, fuck the dude. Like, you know, I care about my man deeply, and I do. But, you know, that's to be expected. Bitches don't like to see bitches happy. That's just the way that it is. I don't know what it is about that, but it's something about black women against other black women, and something about the kids and single parenting and dating, and that. It's a whole fucking vortex out there when it comes to that shit. But when it comes to my kids, and people try to accuse me of being a subpar parent, I ain't never said I should get the Parent of the Year award. I'm trying to figure this shit out like the rest of us. I mean, bitch, what you want me to say? I'm the best parent that ever existed? No, I'm not trying to say that. I'm just trying to say that I'm out here doing the best that I can. I just want my kids to grow up and be better than me. I want my kids to grow up and have more than me. More opportunities than I have or had. I want them to make more money than I make or made. Or will make. I want them to be as successful as possible. I don't want them to grow up. And at the core, you know, at the end of the day, you guys, I have come to understand that people in this world are genuinely evil people. Like, they just genuinely, you could tell they have no substance to themselves, right? So with my kids, like, and I feel like I do. I feel like I have genuinely a good heart. I feel like, you know, if I'm pushed, I'll cuss a bitch out. But I genuinely have a good heart. I want to see people win. I want to help people or whatever, in whichever way I can. If I can, I want to help you. You know, genuinely, I feel like I have good values, right? Yeah, I fucked up and all that other stuff. But genuine, like, overall, I feel like I have generally a good heart, right? Good values. And you have to attribute that to the way that you were raised, right? And so that's how I'm trying to raise my kids. Because when I meet people and I interact with them, after a short period of time, I can definitely understand who has good values and who doesn't, right? And who is somebody who is really genuinely a good person and who is not. And one thing that I can tell about people who are genuinely good people, they're blessed and they're successful. And people who are not, they fail at life. They're always miserable. And they just always are living a life that nobody wants to live. So just based off of my personal experiences, that's why I want my kids to be who they are. I want my kids to be, and my kids are good kids. My kids are very good kids. And I, you know, when I complain about my kids, those are general parents' complaints. They're not saying that my kids are any more disobedient than the next kid. They're kids. Kids gonna act up, kids gonna disobey sometimes, kids are gonna, you know, whatever, and that's just the way that it is. But it's our job as parents to raise them in the way that they should go. So I don't want my kids to think, this is just a backtrack on what I said earlier, I don't want my kids to think that Christmas is something that they're owed because they're kids and that's what it is for. No, you will earn that. You will earn everything, because I have to work so fucking hard to provide them with the things that they have. And, you know, I know sometimes they may not understand that, but one day when they grow up and they're grown, they will look back and they'll be like, I understand why mom did that. I understand why mom, you know, held back or took this or did that, because I don't want my kids to grow up and think that they are supposed to have those things just because they're my kids or just because whatever, because that's not the way that it works. And there's so much more to it. That's why I started doing CLK, the Christmas giveaway, because I wanted to teach my kids about giving back. But, you know, and so this year I didn't have time, because I knew I needed to work and get extra money for my household. I didn't have time to facilitate CLK. I want CLK to be a bigger thing than me one day. Bigger than just this. Bigger than just us and what we can do. And I really want to incorporate businesses and get sponsors. And I want CLK to be a big deal. And it will be. It will be, because I want it to be that. And I know how to get in there and get in the door and do those things. Okay. Hold on, boo-boo. Hold on. And so, hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on. Fix my chair. This thing has been acting up. All right. Hold on. You can help. All right. Let's see. Oops. Shit. Are we back? The kids are getting a little rowdy, so I'm going to wrap this up here soon. But thank you, lovely. Yeah. You know, hold on a second. Blaze. You know what, Kim? I was thinking about doing the lashes again. I definitely need to do that. All right, let's read some of these comments. Too hypocritical for me. I don't know the areas I might have to share out. Have you thought about a podcast? I have thought about a podcast. I have, like, a while ago and just never did it. But I really should. We should do that. We should do a podcast. All right, let me see some of these other comments you guys had. All right. Yeah, I'm not naming names, you guys. I'm not naming names here, but I'm just saying in general, like, this is something that has happened over the years with reactors and my channel specifically, but they, you know, whatever, they do this to other channels, but I'm only talking about my channel. And I just feel like, you know, people are going to still say what they want to say. They're going to probably react to this video or whatever and say what they want to say, which is fine. They got to do what they got to do to get their coin. But I just hate when it's like, your business is already out on the street. So why are you pretending like you're better than somebody? We all know that you're not. I mean, or unless somebody's supposed to have forgotten or something. Like, what the fuck? Are we living in an alternate reality or some shit where your shit is just fake and my shit is real, or your shit don't matter but my shit do? Like, come on now. Let's even the playing field. That's all I'm asking for. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? I just don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. You ain't nobody on this platform better than the next person. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you are an extremely big YouTuber or content creator or extremely small. I don't care if you're a reactor or whatever you are. It doesn't matter what you're no better than anybody else. And all these bitches get on here and they act like because they sit behind a black screen with a picture that they better than somebody. There were days when you didn't, and we all remember that. The fuck are you talking about? We all remember we all remember your shit. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Like, the fuck? I can't stand that about bitches. Like, what? They think people's memory just lapse. Like, we don't know. Like, they're Men in Black and they got that little like, motherfuckers don't remember. My memory does not leave me. Like, the fuck? Oh, I remember everything. Oh, I remember it all. The fuck? No. That's why I did this live stream, because I'm like, let's not get too high on this pedestal that you created out of thin air. Let's not, because you're not the one to start no shit, because you're the one who's had your own shit on here in detail. And some of us need to be humble when it comes to it, because I've been humble to you. Nah, it is what it is, you guys, for real. But it was a good talking point. I used it as a good talking point because these topics need to be talked about, because people are scared. People, and in this day and age with TikTok, I mean, download the shit if you haven't. Some of you bitches is too afraid to download TikTok because you're afraid you're going to like it. But I promise you, if you get your ass on there, you're going to like it. Okay? And you'll understand. That's what I love about it, is because it brings people together from all walks of life. You understand that we all generally live in the same fucking life. Like, damn, I don't like Christmas this year, neither do you. Like, damn. Life hasn't felt real since before COVID. Like, damn, for me either. The things that you're thinking, people are saying on there. And that's why I love it. And so that's why I'm going to continue to bring my realness to YouTube, because no one has time to pretend like they're better than life actually is. Like, kids are annoying sometimes. I have 9 of them. And I'm still standing. That right there deserves a standing ovation. Like, you know, I never really realized until I got to this age. And like the last few years, I've really like understood, like, damn, I got a lot of kids. And I handle that shit. You know what I'm saying? I handle the fuck out that shit. Like, damn, I'm still alive. All the kids are still alive. We're all still sane, healthy, and happy. Like, that is saying something. Perfection doesn't exist. I'm not going to be perfect. These kids are not going to be perfect. I'm going to have days where I'm going to want to throw in the towel. And I'm going to have days where I would never like life to be any other way. But that is just life. You know what I'm saying? You just have to duck and weave and bob and weave, or whatever you call it. That's just life. And I think that's what's gotten me so this far, is just the sheer like delusion, for lack of a better word, the sheer delusion of like happiness and just life. It's like, I just love my life. And I've chosen that. Like I chose to love my life, and I chose that society wasn't going to define me or my life. Now, I always have to say this as a sidebar. I'm not perfect. I have made mistakes. I probably will make a lot more before it's all said and done. But I think overall, like, I just choose to be happy with my life. I choose to love my kids. I choose to love me. And I think that's what's allowed me to keep my sanity. I've been through a lot. You guys have seen me at my lowest point, some of them. And sometimes I've been lower than that, and you guys have not seen that. You know what I'm saying? And I've shared and been raw with you guys about some of the worst parts of my life. My husband walked out on me, then went and had a baby on me, and then just all kinds of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That I've went through. That's just some of the shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot. So when you see me happy, I deserve that shit. When you see me take a weekend, I deserve that shit. When you see me whatever, I deserve that shit. And you guys do too. Like, and the reason why I show it, because I could keep it private. I could never show anything. I could make it, I could make y'all believe I don't have anybody, or I don't ever go anywhere. I didn't have to do that, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't have to show the things that I do. And the things that I choose to show is because this world is so big, and I know there's somebody out there like me. And I know there's a mom, maybe not with 9 children, but maybe there's a single mom out there who doesn't believe that she's worthy of dating someone who would take her seriously or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because we all are our own worst critic. We all feel like that. Even me, as confident as I am, I still have those times where I'm like, fuck, am I worth it? Like, do I deserve somebody? Maybe people on the internet are right. Maybe I'm delusional. Maybe I shouldn't, nobody's going to take me seriously. I can't get a good man because I already fucked up my life by having 9 kids. Like, you know, I let that seep in, and then I'm just like, nah. I don't accept that, because the people who are for me, and the people who are not, I don't want them around me anyway. So it is what it is. Like, you have to, people want you to be miserable with them. because they chose to be miserable. So they want you to be miserable too. That's why they say misery loves company. But you have to just choose to not be miserable. It's a choice. If people think it's like some sort of like magic, no, it's a choice. You have to choose. Just like this week has been very hard for me. Like when I posted that video, I recorded that 2 days ago. I have had a really rough week, bitch. 2 weeks. I've been rough. And I have thought about giving up multiple times. And I have said to myself, anything worth having is difficult. When you know people start fucking with you out of nowhere, people start downing you out of nowhere, people start doubting you out of nowhere, people start preying on your downfall, or things just start in general being roadblocks, either mentally, spiritually, or physically in your journey, when you know you are grinding and you just know more is coming and you know you're about to change and level up, the devil is definitely going to stand there. The devil is definitely going to come in a form of family, friends, or whatever else and try to be a roadblock. And you have to just push through regardless. And that's what I feel like. And that's how you know good things and big things are coming, at least in my life. And so I know it's got to be for you guys too. Like every time that I've ever progressed to the next level or gotten out of a slump or any type of big blessing has happened to me, I had a trial before that happened. It never came just out of nowhere and life was good before then. I struggled and I had a hard time and I had to work for that shit and I had to stay focused even though everything was telling me to stop. And that's how I feel right now, and that's how I know good things are coming for me, because I definitely feel it. I feel it. I feel a shift. Just like in my video. I don't know if you guys have seen it. If you haven't, go watch it. But in the end of that video, I was like, I feel like I'm back. And I literally felt at that moment, like I felt like I'm back. Bitch, I'm back. Like I'm back. So I'm keeping that. And as bad as sometimes, you know, if something happens, like, y'all, if I told you about my week, you'd be like, damn, girl, that's your week? That's been your week? Like, it's damn, girl, a week and a half, 2 weeks, okay? But even though I have had a rough-ass patch of life right now, it's just life, regular life shit, I still am like, it's life. You about to come through with some blessings. Like you about to come through with some real good shit. So I'm gonna hang in there and I'm gonna keep pushing. And that's the hardest part. Pushing through is the hardest part. So if anybody's watching this right now, if you guys are here right now and you need this encouragement, and just like I need this encouragement, keep pushing. It's the hardest thing to keep pushing, and you're doing a great job. You know, people think that, and my mother is like this, and she's one of those types of people that thinks that, you know, if she gives you tough love, or if she's like, you need to do better, you're not doing enough, you need to do better, it's gonna really be like, oh, I should do better, I should do more. Like, oh my God, I'm not doing enough. Oh, you think I'm not doing, I should do more. And I tell her all the time, if you see where I'm lacking, or if you see that I could do better, trust, I already know. It's already understood. I've already processed that. So when you do more of that, it's counterproductive. As good as you think it's doing for me, it's not doing that for me. It's really, I see it as a negative, because I'm not one of those people that operates like that. Maybe there are people out here who operate like that. Like, you are not doing good enough. You need to do better. And they're like, oh shit, I need to kick it into overdrive. That's not me. Because I'm already on my ass enough on the back end. And I just don't express that, because I'm one of those people that does not, I keep a lot of stuff. I can express myself, and I'm very vocal, but I don't express negatives about myself. Let me just put it like that. I don't accentuate negatives about myself. I never have been that person. I never will be that person. And I stand by that, because as long as you know to yourself things that you want to improve on, you don't have to validate that verbally for anybody. Write it down, make a mental note, whatever you want to do. You don't got to justify anybody else's life or anybody else's experience by vocalizing your own if you don't want to do that. So if I say, I need to do this more with the kids, or I need to do this less with the kids, or I need to do this more with myself, or I need to do this less with myself, or I need to do this more with my content or less with my content. I don't necessarily vocalize all of those things with you guys or with anybody in my personal life, because it's not everything, not every move that I make or every plan that I make is for everybody, you know? And so I tell her the same thing. Like, it's not for you to understand right now. It's for you to sit back and let me show you what it's going to be. Because not everything needs to be talked about. Not everything needs to be discussed. Because some things that happen in my mind, you're not going to process the same, because we are not the same person. We don't process things the same. And so that's why I don't talk about things all the time. I just do them. But, you know, sometimes I know it gets frustrating, because you're just like, what's going on? But it's like, you have to sit back and wait and watch. But anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you guys today. It was on my heart, not only to just uplift myself, but to uplift anybody who's watching this live stream or who watches it back, who needs the encouragement. You guys, it's not just you, baby. It's me too. It's all of us. And we're all out here living the same life, just trying to do the best that we can. And I know it's sometimes, you know, people in your life, I'm not going to even, just the devil works in many different ways. And it's just, you have to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing. There's going to be negative. When you know, and I tell my friends this too, because one of my friends hit me up the other day and she was like, how do you do it? How do you do it? And I'm just like, listen, honey, you got to just decide. It's just a decision. It's just as easy as, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to let people stop me. And because it's so easy, like, words really do have weight. It's so easy to hear that you're not doing enough. And literally that just take over everything and be like, damn, I'm not doing enough now. I'm not enough, you know, and you just completely, all of the motivation just be sucked out of you. Just that simple, by one sentence from someone who doesn't determine what you got going on. So I'm here to say that you need to block out. I don't care if you got to block a family member, a friend. I don't care if you have to remove yourself from a circle. I don't care what you have to do. You have to keep pushing, because if you don't do it, ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. It's not gonna do it for itself, you know? And it's so easy to fall into a period of negative. Trust me, I know, I've done it. Let people stop me and prevent me from doing what I had originally set out to do. So don't do that. All right, let me read somebody else's comments. Let me get off of here. I've been on here forever. Some people still grieving the loss of loved ones during pandemic, so holidays just not the same, and I'm one of those people. Happy holidays. Oh, sorry for your loss, but happy holidays. Do what I can while feeling like I'm not doing enough and everything moving in slow motion. Look, listen, Life of Rye said it perfectly. If you're doing what you're doing while you're feeling like you're not doing enough, but moving in slow motion, that's me. And you know what? I feel like, and you're not alone. So many of us feel like that. I don't know if we're living in a simulation or what's going on, or just the world, the whole world is about to change. In essence, I don't know what's happening, but there's definitely a change going to come. And I definitely feel that, because, you know, I have felt stuck for at least a year. And I'm talking mentally. Like, I've still been on autopilot and still been able to do the things that I've always do. Take care of the kids, provide, pay bills, you know, do fun things like that. Like, I'm still able to do that. So I feel like their experience has not changed, but my experience as an adult has changed, and I have felt stuck, which is like my creative juice and everything, the things that have allowed me to produce content and be fun and exciting and all that stuff has become stagnant. And I have really felt like something is wrong with me. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, what in the fuck has changed? Like, what is going on? So you're not alone when you feel like that. I feel like a lot of people who feel like that. It's not just me. Because even when I take the time to scroll through TikTok, people, every 3 TikToks is someone being like, what the fuck is life? Like, everybody's freaking out right now. So it's not just you. It's everybody. So don't feel alone. Really, seriously. I already had that. That's why I always tell you, get closer to God, the more, right, exactly. Are you still doing the shout out? And if so, the charge. I'm doing community tab posts for $10. And I think there was an issue with that as well. Like, people have a problem with me doing that. Like, it gives you the publicity based off of what I've already grown. And it gives me a couple extra dollars for some Starbucks. It's a win-win. As far as one-on-ones, I feel like that was also something that I heard was an issue, because I mentioned in that video that I was doing one-on-ones. And people like to take my credibility away from me because I didn't post. I haven't posted. I haven't posted because of me. But I grew my channel to where I grew it to. And I've always been successful because I know what I know. That didn't leave. My knowledge didn't leave. I didn't become stupid overnight or lose something that I already knew about. I've known about what it takes to be successful. Even in that video, I said, I know what it takes to be successful. Some of the people that are like the people that you watch right now that are bigger than me, even, I taught them how to be successful at some point. It's just that they took that shit and ran with it. And I just got lazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that I don't know how to teach you. It's not that I don't know how to teach you the blueprint. It's just that I haven't done anything because I decided to be lazy. It doesn't mean that I don't know what to do. My mind didn't leave me. I didn't get amnesia. Okay. I reached a bag that some of these reactors and other people will never reach. And that's not because of luck. It's because of knowledge. And if you don't want it, then it's not for you. That's okay. But if you want it, I'll share it with you. A lot of it's common sense, and a lot of it's not. It's for the people. It's for some people that want it. I'm not gonna be shamed for selling a product. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on this bitch is selling ebooks and classes left and right like hotcakes. And I'm supposed to not do that? Am I supposed to not get mine too? I got knowledge. I've got experiences. Like I said, I've touched bags that bitches on this platform have not touched. Not all of them. The bags I've touched are little compared to some. But some of the bags that I've touched are bigger than some that will ever touch that. They'll never get there. I don't give a fuck what they try to do. I don't give a fuck who they try to talk about. They'll never touch that bag. You need to matter of fact, bitch, email me. You need my one-on-one so I can teach you a thing or two. The fuck? Just because you can't reach that bag doesn't mean you got to stop the next person from reaching it, girl. Be fucking for real. But, I say all this to say, you guys, I am the creator on here that is going to give you entertaining content. At least I hope it's entertaining. Entertaining content that's real life shit, but not depressing. Bleh. Because I'm depressed enough in my regular life. Everybody's depressed. You turn on the news, it's depressing. I was on Instagram the other day, and the whole war that's going on, they're showing like all the kids and stuff that have passed away. And I really hate that. Because they blur it out and they always say, see why this is blocked, and then unblock it. And I always unblock it because I'm always like, I want to see what is going on. Like, I want the real. And then I see kids passed away and stuff, and I'm like, I'm sick to my stomach. I'm like, I wish I would have never saw that. But you need to see those types of things. You need to know what's going on in this world. Like, you can't sit over here and pretend like just because your slice of the planet isn't having any issues and kids are not dying does not mean the other side of the world is not going through things and kids are not dying. This is a real issue. You know what I'm saying? Life is really real, and it's too fucking short to be sitting up here pretending like shit, like going on a weekend trip or answering the door for your kids is a fucking Christmas. Fuck Christmas. Kids are dying on the other side of the globe right now. Dead. And you're talking about Christmas? Girl, fucking be for real. Like, there are more important things. There are more pressing issues to be worried about. But of course, the bitch is always going to be worried about me. So it is what it is. All right. I'm about to get off here, y'all. I didn't ran my mouth enough. Exactly all the depressing things in the world is... Yep. I stopped watching. It's super depressing. Girl, I don't watch the news anymore. I don't. But I do get my news because I gotta know what's going on. Like it's a need to know. Because I'm like, if they blow this bitch up, I need to know what's happening. What is happening. And there was, for a while, my mom was like, well, you need to get prepared. You need to get water. You need to get food. You need to get all that other stuff. You need to have your own little, you need to make your basement like a little, survival shelter thing. And I was like, listen. If there's a bomb and there's fallout and we all finna die, I ain't gonna be the one person trying to live. All I pray to God and ask is that I'm with my children when it happens. We're all together. And that's it. For years, I lived my life afraid. For years, I think for 2012, they were saying it was going to be the end of the world. And I was young when people were saying that. And so I used to believe that. And I was like, oh my God, 2012. For years, I was so scared about 2012. 2012 came and went and everybody was still alive. And I said, you know what? I spent years being afraid I was going to die. And I still didn't live my life to the fullest, bitch. I still did not live my life to the fullest. You would have thought I would have been traveling the world and doing... No, I still did not. I was at home wiping baby ass. Working. Like, the fuck? And I was like, you know what? I don't want to leave this earth, okay? I don't want to go anywhere. I got kids to raise. But if we all going... just make it quick. That's all. And I want to be with my kids. That's my only two requests. I am so tired of paying bills. I'm so tired of politics. I'm so tired of the negative. I just let it take me to the place where it don't exist. But all in, I don't want to go. But if it must be that way, let's just me and the babies go. We all going together and we just all gonna be in another place happy. Like, I'm tired of stressing. Like, life is too short as it is. So that's just my theory. Like, if they gonna blow us up, just do what you gotta do. Stop telling me about it. I don't want to know. Shit. Had me worried for 5 years thinking the world was gonna end and the world didn't end. I was literally biting my nails at New Year's. Like, is the world going in? And I remember watching the news that night. And then the news came on and he was like in another part of the world. He's like, well, it's 4 a.m. here and we're still here. I was like, bitch. They ain't dead yet. We ain't gonna die. You mean we not dying? Oh, that's some bullshit. Like, I didn't want to, but I was like, I spent years with that in the back of my mind. My naive ass. I just... stressed and depressed for years. And now I'm like, listen, motherfucker, don't tell me shit. If it happened, it happened. Don't tell me about your theories and your calculations, because I believe if it comes, ain't nobody gonna know. We all gonna be like, huh? And it's gonna be done. We ain't gonna even have time to prepare. So I don't even want to worry about it. You're gonna stress about some shit that you can't prevent any fucking way. And it gives me heart palpitations, and I ain't got time for that. Okay? Shit. Gonna take me out before it's time. So, anyway, but yeah, you guys, that's all I was really talking about. I really didn't have much else to talk about, but y'all, listen, life is short. Live your life. Don't listen to what these bitches have to say. And this is for anybody. Like, when I do lives like this, I know I'm talking specifically about points that affect me, but I feel like this shit is general, because regardless of whether I'm online or not, I have these issues. There's always gonna be a hating ass bitch. There's always gonna be somebody that got something to say. They ain't got no room to talk. Like, bitch, I'm not about to take financial advice from you. You ain't got no finances, ho. I'm not about to take marriage advice or relationship advice from you, bitch. Have you ever been married or even kept a nigga? Like, or kept a relationship long enough to talk about? Like, what? You have no man right now. Look to the left, look to the right. You ain't got nobody near your side, but you want to give somebody relationship advice. You want to give somebody parenting advice, but you're literally a horrible parent. Or you don't got no kids. Or you raised your kids in another time time of life. Like, you can't do that. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? It's like me wanting to be a millionaire and trying to take advice from somebody who's never touched $1 million, who doesn't know what $1 million feels like to have. Why would I do that? You don't even know what it's like to have it for yourself. That don't make no sense. That's stupid. That's stupidity. And those be the first people like, I tell you one thing. This is what you got to do. This is what you don't got to do. Well, then why didn't you fucking do it? You do it first. Let me see how it works. Come back and let me know. If you can't do that, shut the fuck up. I'm not going to tell you how to get 1 million subscribers. I don't have 1 million. I'm not going to tell you how to make $1 million. Bitch, I ain't made $1 million. But what I can tell you is how to grow a following. What I can tell you how to do is make money online. What I can't tell you to do is how to stop working for other motherfuckers and work for yourself. There are some things that I can tell you how to do because I've been doing that for years. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Sign up for my one-on-ones. Hit me up in my DMs online on Instagram or email me. Shameless plug. Because I got to get my money. Okay? And I want to provide you guys with the information and the knowledge that you need to be successful. All right? All right. So anyway, you guys, I'm about to get out of here. Should I read a couple comments or should I just leave? Let me see. It's not lazy though. It's burnout, right? I hate the news. It's a drag. Absolutely. That's right. If those babies are safe and well taken care of, get on those flights and enjoy your weekend with babe. Thank you. Absolutely. And you guys, listen. I said this in my Thanksgiving live, but I acknowledge that there probably weren't a lot of people in there. I don't know. Maybe there were. I don't remember. But if, you know, when I think 2024, I'm going to make it a point to do weekend trips with the kids. And until I'm ready to do either that or I'm going to just do a big family vacation. We'll see how it works out. But right now, I think I want to do like a weekend trip with each kid because it's kind of like kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Like quality time plus vacay. Somewhere in the States, let them pick, but then also like I have the final say and kind of like go from there. And I think that's what 2024 is going to look like for this household. And because that's what I can comfortably do financially, and it makes me feel good to do something with them, but kind of like take a little adventure. So it's like I'll have that memory with each kid, and it's just ours to share. There's something special that I feel about that. So I'm thinking about that as something that I might want to do, but don't get shit twisted. I'm absolutely still taking trips without the children. I'm absolutely, because that's needed and necessary. Absolutely. And so if bitches are mad, prepare to be mad all 2024, because that's definitely happening. But if I do decide to start doing those other trips, then I will definitely record those for you guys, obviously. But yeah, curtains make dust. I don't have them either. Girl, curtains are fucking expensive. I have curtains in some areas of my house, and those are curtains I brought with me because I don't buy curtains that often. Like, I just don't. Now, I probably will eventually do some treatments, like, you know, but I just haven't done that yet. I'm too busy trying to make some money. Like, I just got to hustle right now. I got to grind. I just haven't had the time to even worry about, I haven't decorated or anything, really. I'll get to it when I get to it. I mean, there's no set time frame or any of this for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get to it when I get to it, and if I don't, so what? As long as it makes me happy. You can't take the shit with you. Why do I gotta have that? Like, society is such a joke. So, and I've learned that, I'm about to stop preaching and get off of here, but I've learned that even more so in the last few years of me being in my 30s, that society is such a fucking joke. And I feel like I always knew that, but I never really knew why until now. And it's like, society is such a fucking joke. They tell you to jump and you motherfuckers just say how high. They say you're supposed to make X amount of dollars in your middle class, and that's the life that you're supposed to have. You do that. They say you're supposed to work until you're 65 and then you get to retire. And then the average life expectancy for an adult in America is like 72 or 73, and then you fucking die. So and they gonna make sure you die, okay? So it's like you get to work your entire fucking life for somebody else telling you when to fucking be there, when the fuck to be off, how many fucking holidays you get, and most of the time you don't even get a holiday off nowadays. And then, you know, they tell you how much you're worth, and then they work you until you're fucking 65 years old, when they say, oh, congratulations, you get to retire for the rest of your life and enjoy your savings and your 401k, and then you get to enjoy that shit for 5 years, maybe, if you're lucky, and then you're dead. Like, what? And you motherfuckers is just believing that shit and just like, yeah, I love this. I love this company. Girl, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. I'm not saying all companies are like that, because I have heard there are some really good companies. Like, they're getting better now because people are peeping the game. But generally, like, that's how it is in America. You work until you're about to die, and you might get about a year or two, maybe 5 to 7 if you're lucky, and then you're dead, and nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And you're just a number. They don't give a fuck about you or how hard you worked or what you nobody cares. So I just, they tell you, like me, I'm not supposed to have 9 kids. You're gonna have 9 kids. Oh my God. But if you go to somewhere else, like Africa or somewhere else, they're like, oh, 9 kids is a blessing. Or, just even other cultures, 9 kids, like, oh my God, fertility is a blessing. Children are a blessing everywhere else. It's only America that I've seen thus far that really condemns people for having children. I don't get it. I don't know what it's about. It's sick to me. It's like, but I get it. Like, if kids are expensive, whatever. But when we're talking about, like, socially being accepted and, like, morally being accepted, having 9 kids definitely gives everybody, like, 9 kids. Having a lot of kids, like, more than 3 kids, more than 2 kids, you have 5 kids. Oh my God, you have 9. So just imagine people who meet me first. Oh my God, you have 9 kids. Like, people that I work with, when we were first meeting each other, and I didn't, like, offer much about myself. I don't talk much. But when I do talk, and if we've had a conversation, and they're like, oh yeah, I've got a couple of kids, da-da-da-da. I'm like, oh, that's great. I'm like, and they'll be like, how many do you have? I'm like, oh, I have 9 kids. And they'll be like, oh my God, you have 9 kids? You don't even look like it. Like, I can't believe you have 9. You look so good. You have 9 kids. I can't believe it. I don't think they're judging me. They might, I don't know. But that's usually what people do. Oh my God, 9 kids. It's only, like, in certain circles, like, online and shit, people are like, oh my God, this bitch has 9 kids. She's a hoe. Like, or whatever. Like, or, some men will be like, oh my God, that's God. But never, like, in my personal life have I accepted, like, I've seen that. Nobody's had the balls to say to myself, like, bitch, damn, you got, oh my God. Like, nobody's ever said that to me. That's what's crazy. But people really be thinking that shit. People really be talking shit, I guess. Because online, people get real comfortable talking shit about 9 kids. Oh my God, you got 9 kids. Shut the fuck up. And you know what's funny, though? The men online that talk shit about me having 9 kids, them be the ugliest motherfucker. Like, nigga, you're not even my type. Don't worry, you safe. Don't worry. Nobody wants you. You're not the type I'd go for anyway, so you're good. We're good. The fuck? Those are the ones that always have something to say. The ugly motherfuckers who just be talking shit about women, and misogynistic motherfuckers anyway. And they be like, oh my God. Recently, I think it was a pretty big guy was talking about one of my videos that I did. Actually, it was earlier this year. I did a video. I think it was a live stream. And I was talking about, the title was Why Men Hate Black Women. And we talked about other things such as like why men love women who are non-black, and black men love women who are not black. Just other topics, because I like to get down and dirty sometimes. Maybe I should do a podcast, because sometimes I like to talk about those types of topics, but I feel like everybody and their mama have a podcast right now, so maybe it's not a good time. But anyway, so we talked about that, and so he did a reaction on that video, and he was like, this bitch has this bitch has 9 kids, and she's worried about nobody's gonna take her seriously. And you know what? Like, part of me wants to be like, fuck you, dude. Like, I literally fuck you. But the other part of me is like, you know, he's got a point. Like, there are a lot of people who would never take me seriously. There's a lot of men who would never date me, who would never talk to me. But those are not the men I want. Like, they have to understand, like, the men who don't want me, like, I don't want them usually. Like, you're not my type anyway. You're not my type. I would never want you. I would never want to talk to you. But it's a certain type. And even now, like, with the way that I've changed my mind frame on dating, like, I will be the first one to tell you guys, like, I should be some sort of dating coach, because if I can date with 9 kids, I'm a single mom with 9 kids, and I can bag motherfucker, I know y'all can, okay? Because you just have to change your mind frame. I was telling my sister this recently. I was like, you got to change your mind frame. Change your mind frame. Take everything you know and flush that shit down the toilet. Like, it's not that. It's not that. And the men you think that you're attracted to, are you really? Are you really attracted to that? Or just the thought of that? Because usually the men that you're attracted to are not the men for you, if you think about it. Like, the man that I'm dating is not my typical go-to. He's not. And he knows that. I told him that. Like, he's not ugly or anything. Like, I do have standards. I'm not about to just be like, well, listen, I got 9 kids, so I'll settle for whatever I can get. I ain't never been that type. But, you know, he's just not my typical go-to. I like a light-skinned, tall man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a dreadhead. You know what I'm saying? But those types of men, usually the types of men that I've been attracted to, are toxic. And I sat back and I thought about it, and I was like, I want to date, but I don't want to go through bullshit, and I don't want toxicity. Like, I don't want to deal with men are a full-time job, and I already got too much going on. And so I said, I'm going to date, but if I were to get in a relationship or take anybody seriously, they definitely have to meet these criteria. And I should have had this a long time ago and stood on that. And I didn't. So now I have stood on that, and I was like, this is what I stand on. And this is what it is. And you know what's so funny? Is that this really wasn't about dating, but it just turned into that. So, sorry. But, so, what's funny is that, like, shit has been so effortless. With me and the guy that I'm dating, shit has been so effortless. Like, it's never been... Like, it just was friendship at first. Like, you're cool guy, and date sometimes, talk, whatever. And it just turned into a little bit more. But so much so to where it's like, he doesn't even know. Like, it's like he doesn't even know, like, what he's doing. But he knows what he's doing because he's just a good guy. But it's like, dude, you're spoiling the fuck out of me, but you don't know it that you are, because you're just doing what you've been raised or taught, or you just know is right. But it's like, for me, I'm like, damn, it's nice. Like, this side is, so now all of the people all the girlies have always been like, yeah, this is what I get in dating and stuff like that. Like, I've never had a trick. Nobody's ever tricked on me like that. But the girlies who get trips and stuff like that, and it's like, oh my God, that's so nice. Where do you find them at? And I'm like, because I read the comments, and that's usually what they're saying online. Where do you find them at? Where are you finding these guys? They never give the sauce, though. They never say how they meet these people. But so I don't know. It may not always be true, but for the most part, it's just like you just find them and you don't even know. You should be like, oh. But changing your mindset helps. Changing your mindset definitely helps. Spotting the reals from the fakes, that helps. It took me a long time to figure that out. Anyway, I'm just running my mouth, y'all. But they're out here, and if you let these bitches out here make you believe that because you're a single mom, you ain't gonna have nobody, you a dumb bitch. Don't let nobody out here make you believe. I don't care how many kids you have. I know 9 is a lot, so we may not all have 9, but I know there's a lot of single moms who watch me. I definitely know that. And don't let anybody tell you that you're not allowed to date, or you're not allowed to take care of your kids, take care of home, do what you got to do. And if you want to go and take a weekend trip and go do what you got to do what you want to do. That's what you want to do it. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Don't get discouraged and think that there's not going to be anybody who's going to want to date you, because it's a mentality. It's a mentality. It's not easy. It's hard. Because, like, my dude never dated anybody with kids, or like as many kids as I have. Obviously, not many people have. So that was something I talked about in the beginning, and I was like, yeah, this is my package. This is the package deal. And it is what it is. And for a long time, I dated him, and he didn't meet my kids. He knows my kids now. And he likes them, and they like him. So that works for me. But for a long time, he didn't know my kids, and I didn't bring him around because I wasn't sure. And so it took me to figure that out and make sure everything was good, and he was an actual good guy before I did. But I'm not going to continue to date somebody that my kids don't know either, because what they say really does determine if I'm going to keep fucking with somebody. Because if they don't like somebody or somebody's energy, I'm listening to the kids. But if they're like, oh my God, yeah, cool. Like, we get to go da-da-da-da, and da-da-da's gonna be there. Like, oh my God, cool. Like, yeah. Then I'm like, okay, if you're hyped to see somebody, then we good, or whatever. But anyway, you guys, this is for the single moms. This portion of the live is for the single moms who still are interested in dating, may not be as confident. You guys can still do it. You guys can still do it and not feel mom guilt. I wouldn't judge you, and the people who judge you probably don't need to know your business. Stop telling people your business. That's why I had to stop doing. I had to stop telling people my business, because they don't need to know everything. They don't need to know what you got going on, where you going, who you going with. It's none of their business, unless y'all finna be real serious or something like that. And it's even then, it's what you want them to know. But don't let you having kids or any number of kids stop you from having a social life, because like I said, life is short, and mama gotta have a life too. Mama gotta have a life too. So even though these old brainy bitches get on here and they be talking about me with cobwebs in the coochie, like, oh no, yeah, like, girl, stop playing with me. Okay, you need some. That's why you acting like that. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm done talking my shit. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. But I love y'all. Thanks for watching with me. Hit a like for your girl, because it's free. It don't cost you nothing. And I'll see y'all on the next one. It's 6:30. I'm going to upload that video right now. It's a simple, quick, like, my day of getting ready for work. It's not a lot. The kids are in there and passing. Real simple video, but I'm gonna get it up tonight, because I said I was gonna be consistent. So now you guys get 2 videos today, and I'll post something tomorrow. I love y'all. Bye.